The Pallava kings ruled Mamallapuram from Kanchipuram, the capital of the Pallava dynasty from the 3rd century to 9th century, and used the port to launch trade and diplomatic missions to Sri Lanka and Southeast Asia. The temples of Mamallapuram, portraying events described in the Mahabharata, were built largely during the reigns of Narasimhavarman and his successor Rajasimhavarman, and showcase the movement from rock-cut architecture to structural building. The city of Mahabalipuram was largely developed by the Pallava king Narasimhavarman I in the 7th century AD. The mandipa, the pavilions or the shrines shaped as temple chariots, are hewn from the granite rock face, while the famed shore temple, erected half a century later, is built from dressed stone. What makes Mamallapuram so culturally resonant are the influences it absorbs and disseminates. The shore temple includes many bas-reliefs, including one 100 feet long and 45 feet high, carved out of granite. All but one of the Rathas from the first phase of Pallava architecture are modeled on the Buddhist viharas or monasteries and chitta halls with several cells arranged around a courtyard. Art historian Percy Brown, in fact, traces the possible roots of the Pallava mandipa to the similar rock-cut caves of Ajunta caves and Ellora caves. Referring to Narasimhavarman's victory in 642 AD over the Kalyakian king Puloxi II, Brown says the Pallava king may have brought the sculptors and artisans back to Kanchi and Mamallapuram as spoils of war. The fact that different shrines were dedicated to different deities is evidence of an increased sectarianism at the time of their construction. A bas-relief on a sculpted cliff has an image of Shiva and a shrine dedicated to Vishnu, indicating the growing importance of these Sangam period deities and a weakening of the roles of Vedic gods such as Indra and Soma. The Pancharathas complex is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site inscribed by UNESCO as Group of Monuments at Mahabalipuram. The structures are named after the Panchapandavas and their common wife Draupadi, of epic Mahabharata. Each of the monolith is carved whole from a rock outcropping of pink granite. Each has a different layout. The largest measures 13 meter by 11 meter, and the tallest is 12 meter high. It is a 3-story vimana, square in plan with open porches, a terraced pyramidal tower and an octagonal shikara or pinnacle at the top. It is rectangular in plan and has a Buddhist gable roof, a style borrowed from Indian farmhouses. Arjuna Ratha, roof is made in the Dravidian style of South India. Draupadi Ratha, roof is made of Charkala style of Bengal. It is an apsidal 2-tiered freestanding structure, entirely of Dravidian architecture. Dharmaraja Ratha is proved to be of Dravidian architectural style. Though cut out of monolithic rocks, they are carved in the form of structural temples in regular building form, and hence termed as quasi-monolithic temple form. Dharmaraja Ratha is the most prominent architecturally of the 5 Rathas and also the tallest and largest. The Ratha faces west and is sculpturally very rich. It has 3 floors including the ground floor. The plan of the ground floor measures a square of 28 feet or 8.5 meters, and has a height of 35 feet or 11 meters, from ground level to the top of the roof. It is open on all 4 sides, and the facade on all sides are supported by 2 pillars and 2 pilasters, with the corners forming an integral part of the support system for the upper floors. Carved out from a single rock of pink granite, along with other 3 Rathas on a single block of stone, oriented in a north-south direction, it is a trithala or 3-story vimana or flying aircraft, square in plan, with open porches and a terraced pyramidal tower and an octagonal shikara or pinnacle at the top. Small-sized model shrines called kudus make up the ornament of the upper part of the tower. There are many sculptures on the corners of the sanctum, which depict Shiva, Harihara, Brahmasasta, Skanda, Brahma, Ardhanarishvara, that is half Shiva half Parvati and Krishna, are depicted alongside an inscribed portrait of a king, indicated to be Narasimhavarman I, who commissioned the temple. The shafts of the pillars are supported by seated lions. The second floor contains rich imagery, with further depictions of Shiva as Gangadhara and Naitsa, and Vishnu resting on Garuda and Kaliya.